Last night, you went to bed like any other night. Your fridge was almost empty. Your bank account had exactly $43.18 left. Rent was already 5 days overdue, and your landlord had sent one final text: "Pay by tomorrow, or you're out." You tossed your phone onto the couch and closed your eyes. Tomorrow was just going to be another ordinary day. But at exactly 7:14 a.m., everything changed. Still half asleep, you grabbed your phone and opened your banking app. You blinked, then blinked again. Your balance read $1 billion and 43 cents. You closed the app, opened it again, restarted your phone, logged in through the website. The number never changed. $1 billion. No notifications, no deposit history, no explanation. You convinced yourself it had to be a system error. Then your phone buzzed. Your account balance has been successfully updated. That was it. No sender, no details. Your heart started pounding. You slowly sat down on the floor, staring at the screen. One thought raced through your mind. I need to withdraw some cash before they fix the mistake. 20 minutes later, you were standing in front of an ATM. You entered your PIN, selected $500. The machine counted the bills and handed them to you without hesitation. This wasn't a glitch. The money was real. As you stood there in complete shock, your phone started ringing. First it was the bank, then an unknown number, then another, and another. You ignored every call. You drove straight home and locked every door. An hour later, every major news network was covering the story. An unidentified American has suddenly become one of the richest private individuals in the world. At first, nobody knew your name, but that didn't last long. By sunset, reporters were outside your apartment. The next morning came the lawyers, then investment firms, then charities, then people claiming to be distant cousins you had never heard of. Everyone wanted the same thing: your money. And that's when you realized something terrifying. Getting $1 billion was the easy part. Living with it was much harder. You hired private security, moved into a gated mansion overlooking the ocean, bought every car you had ever dreamed about. But the richer you became, the fewer people you could truly trust. Old friends started acting differently. Some asked for loans. Some pitched once-in-a-lifetime business ideas. Others disappeared the moment you said no. 6 months passed. One quiet morning, you woke up in your enormous mansion. The waves crashed outside your bedroom window. Luxury cars filled the garage. Everything looked perfect, but the house was completely silent. And for the first time since becoming rich, you whispered to yourself, I was happier when I only had $43. Just then, your phone vibrated. One message, one sentence. In 24 hours, we're taking it all back. No number, no signature, no explanation. You laughed. Nice try. A minute later, another message arrived. We're serious. Attached was a photo. It was you, standing in your living room, holding your phone, taken only seconds ago. A cold chill ran down your spine. Someone was watching you. You immediately called your security team. They searched every room, every camera, every inch of the property. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was as if the picture had been taken by a ghost. With only 1 day left, you made a decision. You stopped buying things for yourself. Instead, you bought a children's hospital, donated hundreds of millions to cancer research, paid for life-saving surgeries, built schools, renovated entire neighborhoods, bought homes for families living out of their cars. For the first time in months, money didn't make you feel powerful. It made you feel useful. 10 minutes remained. You sat alone in silence. A cup of coffee slowly grew cold beside you. Your phone displayed a countdown. 9, 8, 7. Your heartbeat echoed through the room. When the timer reached 0, you opened your banking app. Balance, $43.18. The $1 billion were gone. The mansion was gone. The cars were gone. The private jet. The yacht. The security team. Everything had vanished as if it had never existed. You were back in your tiny apartment. The same old couch, the same empty fridge, the same unpaid bills. But this time, you smiled. Because somewhere across the country, a brand new children's hospital was saving lives. Families had roofs over their heads. Students were walking into schools that didn't exist yesterday. And no one could ever take those things away. A few seconds later, your phone buzzed one last time. Test complete. Most people would have spent everything on themselves. You chose differently. A soft knock echoed through your apartment. You opened the door. A man in a black suit stood outside. Without saying a word, he handed you a white envelope. Inside was a single sheet of paper. It read, "Welcome to the group of people who proved they deserve a second chance." Tucked underneath was a black bank card. You flipped it over. Printed on the back were just 2 words. Balance. Unlimited.